my channel. So today I'm really excited to share with you guys this new fun Halloween themed collection from Colourpop and Disney. They released this Disney Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas collection, and I'm so fortunate to have received it. So as soon as I saw it, I knew that I had to film like a first impressions and kind of tutorial playing around with it. So I'm really excited to show you guys the fun products, and I just love anything like themed. So I think that this is such a cute theme, perfect timing for Halloween. So let's just get right into this. I'm just gonna kind of open the products and share them with you guys as we go. So first off, I have to mention the adorable packaging. This one is for their palette. So they have a palette, and I believe they released a couple of lipsticks, some Jelly Much shadows, and I think like one of those like big body glitters. So I will show everything to you guys, of course, but right now I'm going to show you guys the eyeshadow palette. I don't know why eyeshadow palettes just excite me. I just like am a hoarder of palettes. So whenever I see a new palette, I get really excited. And this one is of course the Nightmare Before Christmas theme. So I'll show you guys a close-up of the packaging. So that is just like the little cardboard outer packaging. As you guys can see, there is a lot of detail that went into everything in this collection. And I also just want to mention that Colourpop did send this to me, but I'm not sponsored in any way. They just sent it to me so I could hopefully maybe share it with you guys, which I am doing. So my opinion is 100% mine, and it is not a sponsored video, but of course I will give you guys my honest impressions and opinions. So the palette itself looks like the packaging that I showed you guys. It is really pretty. It has almost like a matte background with some like glitter. Actually, you could like feel it on top. So it's like a pretty well made palette. There's some like shiny parts where like the ghost is, and it just feels like really luxe, and there's a lot of detail that went into this. So it feels super high end, and of course Colourpop has the best prices. So that is always a plus in my book. And then the best part is what is inside. So I was really happy when I opened the palette and I saw that it comes with a mirror. That's always a plus in my books, and I just love the fact that you are getting 12 beautiful eyeshadows, full size here, and different formulas. They also have like some embossing on them, like there's like shapes. You see like the little pumpkin head here and the little like snowflake. I just think it looks so good. It's like so high quality, and I love the little mirror that's included. So I'm not sure what kind of look I'm going to be doing with this palette, but I do see some like really pretty bright colors there that are kind of calling my name. There's just like so many nice shadows in here. I want to try them all, but of course that won't really be possible. So I think first I'm going to start by putting some under eye setting powder on my under eyes just to catch any fallout. I am pretty heavy-handed, and I do feel like there will be, especially with these like brighter shades. So I just want to make sure that I protect my foundation and concealer and everything. So first I will do that, and then we will get right into using this palette. Okay, so now I have that under eye setting powder, and now we're going to prime the eyelids. Once again, I always mention this in my tutorials, I usually have my eyebrows done, so they are already done just to make the video go by a little bit faster. And I do have my updated brow video on my YouTube channel, so I of course will link that in the description box for you guys. But first, let's just go in with this eyeshadow primer. This is the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base in the shade Medium Dark. So I like to use this one when I have a little bit more color to my skin. And this primer is great because it obviously helps creasing and just creates a nice blank canvas for the shadows. And I'm just gonna blend that in with my fingertips. Okay, so for some reason, this beautiful like matte gray shade is calling my name. It is called Meant to Be, and I think I'm going to place that all on my crease, and I'm gonna be using this Morphe JH33 blending brush, and I'm just gonna place that all into the crease. So this shade is super buttery and really pigmented. It's more of like a definite cool tone gray shade. It has like a little bit of like blue pigment in there. And it is really nice, and it's blending out beautifully. So So I think I want to keep this more on like the cool tone side on the top of my lid there, and I think I'm going to go in with one of those pop-up colors on the bottom. So now I'm going to go in with this dark black shade here called In My Bones. I'm going to use that same brush and just blend that into the crease and kind of deepen it up a little bit more. So that's more of like a dark gray shade. So you guys can see, I'm just kind of focusing that darker gray shade on the outer corner and kind of making a like smoky V shade. And then I'm bringing it a little bit towards the inner corner, but not too much. Okay, so at this point, as you guys can see, it's getting a little bit messy. There is some more follow in that like dark gray shade, but that is why we have that under eye setting powder. But overall, it's blending out really nicely, and I kind of like the cool tone aspect of it. And then we're going to use one of those bright shades for that pop of color. I do think I want to go in with a little bit of a cut crease, so I'm going to take my favorite concealer, the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 00. That is just their white concealer, and I'm going to use a concealer brush for that and just carve out a cut crease on the inner corner of my eyes. And I'm using the Colourpop E4 brush for the cut crease. As you guys can see, I just focused that concealer towards the inner corner, and at the outer corner I'm still just kind of blending. You could even use your finger just to kind of diffuse that concealer a little bit, but I just want to keep the nice dark gray kind of smoky cat eye look still there, so I don't want to do like a full-on cut crease. Okay, so even though there are so many beautiful shadows that I would love to use in the palette, I do want to give some love to this little trio here. This is the Trio of Terror, and it is their Jelly Much shadows. So you're getting 3 of them. They come in this adorable packaging that you just slide open, and then you have 3 Jelly Much shadows. So this one here is called Barrel, and it is a metallic-y, purpley silver shade. It looks very beautiful. Then you have Shock. So this one is a metallic-y, beautiful, vibrant pink shade. There are some glitters in there, but it's not as metallic as the first one I showed you, but there is a beautiful sheen to it. And then you have Lock. And this is like a beautiful, deep bluish purple base with some glitters throughout. So since I want to keep the top of my lids more on the cool tone side, I'm going to go in with this Jelly Much shadow in the shade called Barrel. So this is like that really beautiful metallic, like purpley, gray metallic shade. It's so pretty. So I'm going to take some of that onto this Colourpop E26 brush, and I'm just going to place that where we have the cut crease carved out. Is really pretty. I feel like it has almost like a teal like glitter that's like shining through, and it is just really beautiful. It's super metallic, and I feel like this would work really good either with your fingertips or with like one of these kind of like flat packer brushes. You kind of just want to like make sure that you pat it onto the lid. I feel like it applies more pigmented that way. So now using that same Colourpop E26 brush, I'm gonna go into this like frosty white shade here in the palette. That one is called Zero, and I'm just gonna place that on the inner corners of my eyes and really highlight them. Okay, so now I'm gonna use a fluffy brush here and just wipe away that fallout. As you guys can see, it just catches anything, which is really great. Now I kind of want to carve out that outer corner there a little bit, so I'm going to take some of this concealer. This is an e.l.f. concealer, their hydrating camo concealer in the shade Medium Sand, and I'm just going to use a little flat concealer brush there and just carve out that outer corner to really like sharpen it up. See the difference. Cleaning it up with that concealer just really sharpened it up, and it made it look like we tried a little bit harder than we did. So if you compare it to the other side, this is just much cleaner. Okay, so this neon orange shade has been calling my name ever since I saw it in the palette. That one is also embossed with like a little evil pumpkin guy there. So that one is called What's This? And I'm gonna use this Colourpop E28 little small pencil brush there, and I'm gonna place that all on the lower lash line and smoke it out and really kind of accentuate that like bright orange, that pop of bright orange. In conjunction with the cool toned lid that we have going on, I just want that pop of orange just on the bottom lash line. Shade is super neon and just really bright, but it's blending out really nicely, and there's a lot of pigmentation there. So I like how it looks in conjunction to the top there. I think I just want to leave that one beautiful bright neon orange shade on the lower lash line. They also released 2 new liquid liners, and they are called Scream Queen and Pumpkin King. So as you guys can see, the adorable packaging. So this one is Scream Queen, and I will swatch it. So it looks to be just a really, really deep black shade, which is always nice. And then let's see how this Pumpkin King one looks. I think this is just white. So okay, so they give you a black and a white. So I'm gonna go in with the black one there called Scream Queen, and I'm just gonna line the top of my lash line there just to kind of deepen it up. And I'm not gonna do a cat eye or anything, I'm just gonna keep that gray shadow there as the kind of like a smoky cat eye. I'm just using this liner to deepen up the lash line because I am going to put on a fake lash. They also released this Master of Fright Glitterly Obsessed Glitter Gel. So that's how the packaging looks. And it looks to have like a purpley base with a bunch of different size glitters in there. And it's really pretty. So I'm gonna go in with that same Colourpop E26 brush, and I'm gonna place a little bit of that glitter just kind of on the inner corners there. I'm not gonna place it like too far on the outer lash line there, but on the outer corner of the eye, just on the inner corner. And we will see how that looks. That is so pretty. It's giving me almost like mermaid vibes. It's just really, really beautiful. Okay, this is not part of the collection, but this is from Colourpop. This is their creme gel liner in the shade called Unce, and it is just a really beautiful, like bright neon orange shade. So I'm just gonna line my waterline with this. Okay, so I'm just gonna put on some mascara. I'm gonna be using this Colourpop Act Natural Defining Mascara in the shade Black. I'm gonna put some on my top and bottom lashes, and then I'm going to pop on a pair of lashes, and I'll be right back to finish off the lip with some of their new products that are part of the collection. Okay, they also released some new lipsticks, and this packaging is so adorable. I feel like this would be a great gift for someone. You can literally hang it wherever on a tree. I don't know if you have like a little Halloween tree or like a doorknob or anywhere. I think this is adorable. It's like a little stocking stuffer. It's even great for Christmas. So it's like a little Christmas gift for someone who loves this movie or Halloween. So there are 3 lipsticks. I just feel they went like above and beyond with the packaging for this collection. Colourpop is doing amazing with their like designs and packaging. They have been for a while now, and this collection is definitely amazing. I just think like all the little attention to details that I've been seeing and like just feeling everything, like you can tell it's like a really high quality packaging, so that's really nice. And I love these little lipsticks. All 3 of these lipsticks are in their Creme Luxe formula, and I love this packaging here. It's like a little square lipstick tube, and this one here is called Jack Skellington. So this one is a beautiful deep true red, and there is a design on the lipstick itself. There's like the little skeleton faces and the like snowflakes, and I just think that the details are beautiful. So love that shade over there. Then this one is called Oogie Boogie, and that one there is like a beautiful nude shade. It's like a warm nude. It's really beautiful. And then the last one is called Sally. And this is like the perfect neon Barbie pink shade. I just love them. As I said, the attention to detail is amazing, and I'm excited to try on one of these lipsticks for today's look. I do think I have a nude lip gloss on right now, so I am gravitating more towards that beautiful nude lipstick. I think it'll just go better with the eye look that I have going on. I'm just gonna kind of wipe off the gloss that I previously had. I still have a little bit of the liner that I had on, and I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't have one with me right now, but I'm really excited to use this beautiful nude lipstick. This one is just stunning. So as I said, it is their creme formula, so it's not gonna be completely matte. It's gonna be like more moisturizing. It just applies super moisturizing. It feels so nice on the lips, and it is so pigmented. This honestly feels really high end. Like the quality, you cannot tell it apart from like a really expensive brand. This is just, their quality is just amazing. So I love it, and I love this shade here. It's almost like, it's very warm. It's like a warm nude, so it's beautiful and very flattering. Okay guys, so that is the completed look using the new Colourpop and Nightmare Before Christmas palette collection. And I really do love the products that I tried out. I think that they were so fun. I love the theme. I really do love this eyeshadow palette. It was pretty much like the star of this look. I tried to use a little bit of like everything if I could. So I wanted to give love to like every little product in the collection, and I'm just obsessed. I love this palette. I think it is so pretty. It's pretty versatile. It is definitely more on like the fun side. It has a lot of like pops of colors, but there's also some like neutrals, some really pretty metallics thrown in there. So love it. I love the fact that it has a mirror, and of course, if you guys are a fan of this movie and of Colourpop, then this is just something fun to have in your collection. And I love it. I actually really like the look that I created using the palette and all of the products. It's definitely different. It's more of like a unique type of look, but I think it's fun and it's still kind of wearable at the same time. Of course, if you just like the top of the look and you want to keep it more like neutral, then you could leave out that like bright neon orange shade, but I still do think that it looks pretty cool with the look, and the lipstick is really beautiful. I just love the colors. I love the formula of those creme lipsticks. They are so moisturizing. They feel really nice. They're super pigmented, and I just love it. Also, that little glitter pot is so pretty. I just put that on the very inner corners of my eyes, and I feel like it totally brought this look to like another level. I think it really did make the eyeshadow like pop even more. And of course, the Jelly Mud shadows are beautiful. I love those. Those are one of my favorite formulas for Colourpop. So loved everything, and I hope that you guys like this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And I hope that you guys have a happy Halloween, and see you guys in my next video. Bye!